Traveling along the broken highways of the wasteland is a dangerous enough game by itself. If it's not the radroaches, bloatflies, or even raiders trying to get a jump on you, and that's not even mentioning the wasteland itself. But one common thing amongst all these is that they fear something far, far worse. So about a month ago, I checked out some add-ons for this mod that would change you into all different types of dragons, which is where we checked out some dragons that were based on the Aether mod, as well as some dragon types that are just pure nightmares. But with the add-on I want to show you guys in today's video, this one isn't actually a dragon at all. And yeah, if you didn't catch that last dragon video, let me catch you up on how this all works. So first things first, when you first join a world with this mod, you'll be presented with this menu right here, where you can basically select which dragon type you actually want to go for. And if you decided to skip on the add-ons, the basic ones are the cave dragons right here. We've also got the forest dragons, and we've also got the sea/lightning dragons as well. But since we're focusing on add-ons today, if I go ahead and slide this all the way to the right, apart from the humans, that one is already there, we are going to be focusing on becoming a Deathclaw right here, also known in the mod as a Desertclaw. So let's go ahead and select that right here. And if you're familiar with this mod, this is basically where you can customize pretty much every stage and pretty much every aspect of your dragon or creature that you want to go with. So you can customize things like the eyes right here. We can also have different horns right here if the first ones didn't take your fancy. We can have the choice to have spikes or no spikes on the back right there, and even going as far as changing the different claw types as well. And one small little tip right here is that this, as you can see from the top here, is the newborn. So you see, if we go ahead and click right, that'll go to the young, and then the adult as well. So each of these stages can be customized fully. They can all be completely different, or they can follow on from each other. It's completely up to you. So yeah, don't make the mistake of having the newborn look really cool and then you eventually grow up and yeah, it's not going to be the one that you customized. And to take the customization even further, we can also customize completely what color you want these guys to be. But for lore reasons and to avoid looking like Barney the dinosaur, we'll probably just stick to the absolute classic Deathclaw right here. And this goes with the eye colors and all the different parts that actually have these squares next to them. So yeah, once you've actually customized the newborn, the young, and eventually the adult right here, all you need to do is press confirm down here, and there we go right there. We are a newborn Deathclaw, or in this case, the Desertclaw. And I also forgot to mention in the last videos that these blocks here, these actual dragon altars, which as expected come in an absolute ton of different colors to suit your builds. These altars right here are actually used if you wanted to change anything about the dragon that you have, or if you wanted to change your dragon type entirely. But yeah, just a little warning on that. If you do actually go and reset it, you will be reset pretty much to square one. So now that we're a newborn right here, the best thing to do is to go around and actually just start, hunting stuff and basically work your way into becoming full grown. And as you can see, the base attacks right here aren't going to be too powerful when you are young, but you are going to be a lot stronger than the average person. And don't worry, because when we do become full grown, I will definitely be yapping about the models because these are just so sick. And if you're unsure on what species does what, if we go ahead in our inventory right here, you can see us in the middle in that little box. We go ahead and click the chest. This is where we actually get the inventory of our creature right here, as well as the species info right here as well, where we can see that this species cannot gain the ability to fly because that would just be absolutely terrifying. We can see the different stages of our growth, and below that we also have the Desertclaw's diet, which as you can imagine is just going to be pretty much completely carnivorous. But being based on one of Fallout's most notorious creatures, we are also going to have some debuffs at the bottom. The first one being truly frightening, where you really do look like a demon, golems attack you, and even villagers are terrified of you, but at least you can steal from them. Another debuff or penalty that we get is clawed paws right here. So because we've got giant claws, you're not really going to be able to hold normal weapons like axes and stuff like that. And eventually we do get cold-blooded. So in cold biomes, you suffer from weakness, and things like snow and ice will actually damage you, which explains why we're in this giant savanna type biome right here. So after you have gone hunting for a little bit, you will see that we do adapt into our second form, also known as the young Desertclaw stage. And then eventually we will turn into the absolute... No, the horns didn't save. This is what I was talking about with customizing the different presets. You got to be careful. And this right here is a fully grown Desertclaw. Like, look how sick these guys look. Like, just taking a look at the spikes on their back there, it looks really, really cool. And realistically, if you put together like a Fallout mod pack or something like that, like you could literally play a Deathclaw and just hunt down your friends if you really wanted to. But let me go ahead and actually show you the abilities right here. So the main ones that we get is Stun and Roar. You unleash a terrifying roar, stunning everyone nearby it. It even affects flying creatures and other players. And it says right there, the higher your level, the greater your roar radius. Which for this example, we have two trusty volunteers right here. So if I was to go ahead and actually use this ability, and as you can see, one of the effects is going to be slowness. You can see this guy just trying to get away, but it's not really going to do much. And from the front, this ability does look really, really sick, like absolutely terrifying if you are being chased by one of these. The next main ability we get is night vision. So once we're actually hovered over that ability right there on the bottom right, we can actually go ahead and press that. And every time you use this, it will last for about 5.5 minutes, give or take. Just so when you are hunting these guys down, it'll be a hell of a lot easier for you and a hell of a lot harder for them. And while we are on the subject of hunting things down, if we actually go and sprint as this guy, you can see right there, this is absolutely insane. We just start absolutely bounding forward on all fours right there. And even in first person, you get to see your claws and everything. It's really, really well made. And yeah, in terms of speed, like this is pretty quick. It's almost like we had like a speed potion or something. And so the last ability that you can see down there is going to be sharpened fangs right here. So look at the block you wish to process. process, and your skill will act as a right click with the axe, allow you to clean logs, copper, and other blocks. But if you do use this skill on a log, you will sharpen your claws and gain the strength effect. So yeah, if you weren't already strong enough as a fully grown desert claw right here, we can get a hell of a lot stronger. So if I go ahead and run over to this tree right here, press the ability, it will actually strip the log very similar to an axe like it mentioned, and we will be given the strength 2 buff right there as well. Which yeah, as you can imagine, you're going to be pretty damn powerful. And just taking a quick look on the right side, we also get a bunch of passives like radiation immunity. We also get bloodlust, which is when you deal critical damage to non-undead creatures, you will regenerate mana faster. We get desert warmth, which basically means that we're a lot stronger in hotter biomes. And charge sprint right here as well. So you move and sneak very quickly, but this makes you hungrier and less steady on block edges. So yeah, considering that this is just normal walking speed, if we go ahead and crouch, we are still basically going to be maintaining that same speed, but you know, in stealth mode. And to add to the immersion, we also get a bunch of emotes, ranging from ones where you're just sleeping, and even ones where you're just chilling, hanging out in a field like this one. And yeah, going back to the abilities menu right here, this main one in the middle, the tough lizard one, where I said you could actually get stronger, all you need to do is actually upgrade this with experience points. And you can see that this goes up in different tiers, so we have all the different sword types right there, eventually landing on netherite, which if I go ahead and spawn an iron golem right there, which actually looks tiny at this view, which when we are fully grown right here, you can see that we are pretty much eye to eye, if not a little bit taller than the average iron golem. So if I was to go over to this tree right here and give my claws a little bit of a sharpen, just like that, there we go, double check that we've got strength 2. And with the upgrades, we should pretty much be able to just, yeah, 4-tap an iron golem right there. Like, that is insanely powerful. And yeah, when you do have that fully upgraded, you are pretty much going to be able to just 1-tap a villager just like that. So yeah, definitely don't ignore those upgrades right there, because they are literally insanely strong. And maybe you were being chased by one of these things and you thought maybe the water is the best way to get away from these guys, but yeah, it turns out these guys are pretty damn quick at swimming as well. So this is actually like a solid all-rounder if you didn't want to go the dragon route. And of course, being a desert claw or a Deathclaw right here, like, you can't go wrong with it. Like, I'm pretty sure there's no Fallout fan who doesn't secretly love these guys. And yeah, as soon as we approach this village, yeah, these guys are not going to be too happy that we're here, but it's really not going to take a lot for us to just, you know, yeah, they really don't stand a chance. And yeah, these villagers, as you can see, are absolutely terrified running away from me right here. So yeah, if you were planning on becoming a Deathclaw and taking over a village in the wasteland, this is definitely the mod to do it with all the customizations and stuff like that. And yeah, it's really, really cool to see all the different add-ons and different creatures that are popping up with the add-ons with this mod. Considering that we've already checked out ones that look like they belong in the Lovecraft universe, now we've got Fallout creatures, like, there's really no telling what could come next with these guys. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want me to check out some more of the add-ons, there's a good handful more to pick from, so do let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video or you enjoy anything Fallout related like I do, definitely leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!